What's going on, y'all? This is Alexander. You are plugged into the Nerd Companion. What's up, y'all? This is Alexander from the Nerd Companion. A couple housekeeping things I want to address before the episode gets started. If you could please share this podcast with a friend, and I'm not talking about sharing it on social media. That's really cringy, unless that's something you really want to do. But that's not really what I'm asking. Just share it with a friend through text messages or any in-app messaging or, word of mouth. I would deeply appreciate it. I'm trying to get this thing growing as big as I possibly can. Also, if you can go and onto the apps or streaming services that you use and give me a 5-star rating. I'm just kidding. 0-star will not make me cry in a fetal position in the shower every night for too long, but I really would like a 5-star. But rate it however you see fit. Follow, like, share with a friend. This is all ways that you can get me pushed further into the algorithm. I would deeply appreciate it. Without further ado, let me talk to you. Rugby's pretty dope, though, because I actually grew to... I don't watch as much, and I don't think that they promote it as much.
They definitely don't.
Especially, and I think that's because it's like soccer where there's no breaks for advertisements, so there's not a lot of people that want to invest in at least airtime.
It's a really good point. I didn't think of that.
But my dad took me to a rugby match in the soccer stadium here.
Mm-hmm.
And it was USA versus some South American team.
Oh.
And that was the first time I watched it. And it was live. And it was actually pretty badass.
It is a good time. It looks like a really good time.
I think football died to me.
I mean, yeah. Football's never lived with me, but yes.
I was like, I definitely don't care about football.
Yeah.
That much anymore after watching that.
And they're hitting the shit out of each other.
Yeah.
With no pads.
And you're definitely a little more conservative as to where you're throwing your body into someone else. And you see some pretty brutal, stiff arms. Like, I've seen hands on the neck and
all of it.
It's crazy.
Yeah. It's a pretty gnarly sport. Yeah, it just doesn't get the airtime here.
I wish they would do more with the Sabercats. If they made it more accessible to watch, I would definitely watch more of it. It's just so hard. You have to go on YouTube and watch live games on YouTube, which is kind of goofy. I didn't get to watch the skateboarding, however. I wish I would have watched it.
I mean, it's on. You can just replay it. Get your peacock out.
Get your peacock out.
That's it. Yeah, just watch the street finals. It's fantastic.
Like the freestyle stuff? That stuff's the coolest.
Yeah. So it's broken up into two different bits. There's the freestyle, just go rip for a minute or 45 seconds or whatever it is. It's a minute. It might be a minute. Go rip. And then the shootout is best trick.
And that's probably what, on a vert ramp?
No.
Or it's like a street style?
It's the same course. It's the same street style course with the same street skaters and one trick. Bust it out. What you got?
Can it be a combination thing? If it's something into a grind into a...
Oh yeah.
Something else.
Yeah, I mean these guys, most of them did they started off above a stair set, and most of the guys were jumping from that stair set, hitting a grind, obviously trick, grind, then trick again, and then that was it. Because those were
I was such a pansy when it came to skateboarding as a kid.
Yeah, absolutely.
I had friends who just
I thought I was so cool, but oh my God. I would, hit that 2 stair set right there. Oh.
I'd be lucky to hit an ollie in motion, and that was it. What it was for me, the hard line for me to get out of skateboarding and realizing that I will amount to nothing was the kickflip. Because I could not do it.
No.
It would not do it. But all my friends could do it. Yeah. And I was extremely jealous. And
I think I did one once, and I was the most pumped in my life. And then I never could do it again, ever.
You had no witnesses?
And that was it. Yeah. No, I was literally in my garage. I distinctly remember I was in my garage, and I think my mom's car was here. and there was a big wood like post. So I'm pretty sure it was like that. So I guess that kind of helped me like pop up a little bit more. And yeah, I think I did one ever, and that was it.
Hey, that's all you need.
It's not.
That's an Olympic goal for me.
It's true. It's true.
It's damn true.
It's damn true.
You ready to do this?
Let's go.
All right. We're going to be doing the 2024 WWE SummerSlam card predictions.
SummerSlam!
Oh, yeah!
That's right. That's right.
We have Frank.
I am here.
Long time.
Present. Very long time. Very, very long time.
Your bitch ass don't want to come around no more.
I'm sorry, dude. It's called being a homeowner.
I don't know anything about that.
I know you don't. We're literally in a cardboard box right now. Behind a Wendy's.
I'm plugging into Wendy's. They don't know that. The second you tell them, they're going to shut it
They're
down.
going to turn it off.
I do get a lot of Biggie sized fries, though. People throw them away.
Small fries.
Whatever the pigeons don't take, I take gladly. Pigeon's trash is my treasure.
Which is rare because pigeons will eat anything.
I had something for that, but won't go there.
Yeah, you will. Oh, you'll go there.
Oh, you'll go there.
You will. All right.
So, do you have any thoughts about the general show?
General show at all?
Tell me what you know is going on in the climate of WWE in regards to the matches.
I feel like they're moving in a good direction. I feel like there is a lot of bit of shaking it up. I think they put a whole bunch of stuff in one of those little tumblers that you see at the bar and just shook it up a little bit, which is great. I feel a lot more confident going forward at keeping my interest a little bit more than it has been the past few years.
I think it's because it's one of the big shows.
I mean, yeah, they got to do something with that. But
they had the 4 big ones. What are they? The 4 big shows, right? It's WrestleMania, SummerSlam.
The big show?
The
No, so yeah, you got the Rumble, you have Mania. I guess SummerSlam.
SummerSlam is a big one. I think that one's been that's one of the consistent,
the big ones. And then I don't know. I feel like anything they're doing in Saudi Arabia is considered a big show too.
Yeah, but it's so weird because it's not even like that big of a show.
I don't know, but they really push it hard.
It seems like an off-canon show.
They push it hard.
Well, they got a lot of money over there.
You're right.
And
so I don't know. What would be the fourth one?
I figure it'd be like Survivor Series, but that one...
Elimination Chamber? I don't know.
Elimination Chamber, definitely not, I don't think. That's kind of like one of those gimmicky ones. I'm not talking like a gimmicky one.
Yeah.
So you have the SummerSlam, WrestleMania, you have Royal Rumble. I mean, as gimmick as it is, it's been a tradition that's probably been there for decades.
I don't know how long, but it does seem like, it's one of their big shows, right? Because it's the kicking off road to WrestleMania. It's like when that starts or whatever. So I feel like it's a big show to them. I don't know. It's kind of the big, maybe 3.
Did you, let's put a pin in it. Did you watch the Blood and Guts match on AEW?
No.
I only watched it because I got a reel notification.
Oh, did you?
It was insane.
Blood everywhere?
There was blood.
Nice.
Briscoe?
Yes.
He's
an animal, first off.
He is freaking awesome.
Yeah.
And so do you know so the match was Briscoe, Darby Allin, Swerve, and who else? I should be shot.
You should be.
Oh gosh, who was it?
I saw it advertised. I didn't watch it though.
I'm forgetting someone and I feel so terrible. Anyway, versus used to be Jungle Boy. What's his name? The one who beefed with CM Punk.
I don't know his name.
Then the terrible tag team champions, like the actual owners, like the Miami Vice villains.
Those are cool.
Those are so terrible, dude.
Those are cool. Dude, I love terrible gimmicks. You know this.
I hate it so much.
I love it.
Yeah, it was a good match because it was basically it's everything that I feel that Survivor Series War Games should be, because that was a regular promoted match and it was insane.
Yeah, they go hard.
They do.
They go really hard.
But yeah, it was a good match.
That's
so, good. Back to SummerSlam.
Yes.
All right, so we'll start at the WWE Women's Championship match. Universal Championship match.
That's right.
Bayley, the champion, versus Nia Jax.
That's right.
How do you feel about Nia Jax being her push and where she's at right now?
Oh, she's been pushed crazy. And you know how I like myself some Nia Jax.
Annihilator.
Only because everybody hates her. And I gotta be honest, when she first came back, I was like, yo, get out of here. I don't like you. And I was like, oh, yeah, no, actually, you're all right. Just sit on people like the way that, like a stank face or something like that and just call it a day. No, she's not going to win, but I do.
You don't think she'll win?
No, Nia Jax is not winning.
Okay. Okay, well then.
We could do our predictions and I could say, no, Nia Jax is going to win and you'll say no. No, she's not. And I'll just take
I'm with you on that. I don't think Nia Jax will win.
No, she's going to win.
I think that she'll win.
Nah, I don't think so. They're not gonna do that already. Come on, Bayley just got it. Come on.
I like how Nia Jax. I don't know if you caught this, but this was about a month ago. Nia Jax. So Bayley got a Brazilian butt lift. Have you heard about that?
I've heard about that.
I didn't know that. So apparently there was the thing going around. Nia Jax said, "Oh, BBL Bayley."
Yeah.
I didn't know what that was. I had to Google it. I had to Google BBL, and I go,
Jesus.
"Oh, Brazilian butt lift." And of course, all the comparison images came out. And
Absolutely.
I go, "Oh, no, she definitely had that done."
Yes, she did. Yes, she did.
I would be so scared if I had implantable pockets of mush in my body to take a bump and land on it.
I agree. I don't know what goes on with the Brazilian butt lift, I have to be honest, but
well, I may be wrong. Maybe there's no implantable thing. Maybe
I think it's literally they just get fat from your other parts of your body and stick it in there.
Huh.
I think that's what they do.
Huh. I just thought it was funny that she brought it up. And they probably were just addressing the elephant in the room. Like when you spill spaghetti sauce before you walk into a dinner party, it's like the first thing you point out. Like, hey, look, I spilled spaghetti sauce on
check this out. You see the big stain on my countertop? Yeah, I'm going to have fun getting that out.
Notice that all of my belongings are in the garage, and I was in complete denial that I wouldn't be moving out of my house into my garage. Just want to point that out before anybody comes into my house.
Before anybody comes in. No, I think so. I think, they didn't do the whole, but there's no way to really do it. Like when they get facelifts or whatever, they got to wear their face guard because they, quote, broke their nose or whatever. Like, there's no way to really do that with a butt.
Yeah.
You're not wearing like a butt. So I think you're right. Probably just addressing elephant in the room. Obviously, there's a reason why that was brought up.
Probably because everyone else is going to bring it up. So they're just like,
oh, no, absolutely. There's a lot of eagle-eyed viewers out there that would definitely notice a sizable ham hock that wasn't there a few weeks ago. And obviously it starts a little rattling.
Yeah, it did seem a little personal. And I was like, ooh, all right.
Yeah.
All right.
I like it. Go ahead on.
So you have Bayley.
Depends. What do you have?
I mean, Bayley. I think Bayley will win. I wouldn't be surprised if Nia took it. But Nia has been teaming with Tiff Stratton. And they've been just like working together. So I know
she can go away.
Tiff Stratton?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
She's probably one of the most talented females in that roster.
They need to change her character out.
I mean, she's kind of got that annoying...
I don't know if they're displaying talent. Her talents very much.
You don't like her talent?
No. I do. I don't think they're displaying it.
With her
character.
Yeah.
Personally.
That's kind of like what they did with Chelsea.
Know? Yeah. Same thing. Actually, same exact thing. She's incredibly talented. And they got her in this weird, like...
I think she's happy there. I heard in an interview she's like happy with just being...
There was a little adjustment, I think, after she was in there for a little while. After she got moved up. It seemed like there was a little adjustment. Obviously when she dyed her hair brown, or maybe it was already brown and she just didn't dye it blonde or whatever. It's stupid. But I think that was a little adjustment on
for her
WWE part. I don't know. What do I know?
Not enough.
No. Obviously not. But no, Nia Jax is taking it.
Okay.
Duh.
Of course.
Duh.
All right. Next match. Did you want... Okay, so it's going to be the Intercontinental Championship match. Sami Zayn, the champion, versus Braun Breaker. And I think it's going to be a three-way with Dragunov?
Yeah.
Is it a three-way?
Yeah. I'm just kidding. WWE won't do that to Sami Zayn. I don't know what their hard on with Sami Zayn is.
He's just workhorse. I think he's just because he's a
great.
workhorse.
I mean, that's awesome. So was Braun Breaker.
Yeah, but Zayn's got tenure. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I definitely see Braun doing some major stuff. I don't know what their plan is with Braun Breaker. If you notice, they changed his theme song. That his first one kind of sounded like that Megadeth song.
Yes. Yeah, they did. They did. I noticed that a couple weeks ago or whatever.
The triple threat matches, like they're fun, but they're what I like about the triple threat matches is that they do a good job of like giving one wrestler rest while there's a spot being done in the ring. Which
no, he does. They don't rest. They're knocked out.
Oh yeah, they're knocked out. They're
sorry. Knocked out.
All right.
But
I don't even for Sami Zayn. I made this analogy with him and Braun Breaker that Sami Zayn is basically Alien, and Braun Breaker is Predator. And the premise of the Alien versus Predator is that the alien's this creature that can survive anything, and Predator is the thing that can kill everything.
Where's Dragunov coming in this universe?
I think he's one of the Marines in Aliens, and he just dies off in the middle of the war.
What about like the...
Everyone and maybe I'm missing it. Everyone seems pretty crazy about Dragunov. I don't catch what everyone else is catching.
I need to review that. I don't really know terribly much about him other than see what he's doing in NXT and stuff. But
I don't even know anything that he did in NXT. I was just watching what he's done on Raw. Nothing. I mean, he's
still fresh.
Yeah,
very.
Yeah.
Oh, was it a couple months maybe?
Well, yeah, I don't know. He's definitely energetic. Some of his moves, they're just not very compelling to me. They're just kind of weird. I definitely see Sami Zayn winning.
He's going to have that title for like 5 years.
You think so?
Oh, yeah.
Jesus.
I'm not. No.
Why?
I don't know. I don't like it because we all know Chad Gable should have won.
Who do you think is going to take it from Sami Zayn?
Chad.
You think Chad will take it?
Yeah, Chad Gable. Yeah.
Olympic
hero.
The Olympic hero. It's true.
It's true.
It's damn true.
It is damn true.
So you got Zayn?
Yeah, I don't like it, but yeah.
With the Zayn and Breaker match in the last PLE, Money in the Bank, I thought was going to be much better, and it kind
of lame.
Yeah,
that whole thing was kind of lame.
Yeah,
but that's a different story.
But we'll see. We'll see what they do. I'm not terribly enthused about this match. Sami Zayn does seem to do some pretty crazy stuff at the end of the match to win the match, which is pretty cool. Oh, what I thought was cool. Did you watch? So you haven't been watching, but. Braun, you know how they advertise Braun Breaker when he's doing like his 27 miles an hour
run? It's fantastic.
He's crazy. So it always ends up like with a spear or something.
Yeah.
Okay, so he was doing that, getting ready to get Sami Zayn
run the ropes,
and before he could get the spear, Sami Zayn hit him with a hula kick, and he went flying. I was like, finally, the speed goes against him.
Holy crap, is that a Vitamix inside the ring? Or is that Braun Breaker? I don't know.
It was insane. And I was basically just going, oh my God.
Golly,
that was
how?
Cool. They should have saved that for the PLE.
Yeah.
Because that was insane, the way that it happened. Because you're thinking like, oh, Sammy's screwed. And then turn it around to a hula kick. It's pretty cool. Yeah. Zayn for the win.
Yeah.
I hope Breaker does some pretty cool stuff. He's definitely destined for greatness in the industry.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I think they definitely push his athleticism, and I mean, obviously he's super athletic. They don't just push his athleticism, but like I think they push showcasing it, even in just little promos or whatever like that. I feel like they got something planned, or maybe they don't, and they're just acting like they got something planned.
I don't know.
It's not this. It's not this match. I can't see him having a title for a while, though. I think they're going to have him as like a contender
for a while
for a lot of titles, but he's not going to win one for a while.
We'll see. I definitely think he needs some character work for sure. He's kind of tacky.
He needs to shave the goatee.
Yeah, the goatee's not working.
The goatee's not good.
The last one they could pull it off was Stone Cold.
I was going to say Michael Cole about 2003.
I think he still has a goatee, doesn't he?
No, he's clean shaven.
Is he?
Yeah.
With the blonded tips?
Oh, I love it. Woo! Give me some of that Michael Cole action. Man.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's the last person that could have pulled that off, and unfortunately, it doesn't work for Braun. Also, Braun. They've got two names, Braun Strowman and Braun Breaker, and there was a little promo with Gunter a few weeks ago, and Gunter messed that up. He was talking shit. He was supposed to be talking shit about Braun Breaker, and he slipped. And he was like Braun Strowman.
Did he really?
Like, oh wait, Braun Breaker. Yeah,
I didn't even catch that.
yeah. There was, I don't know, it was a couple weeks ago, and I was like, yeah, that's a problem. Because it was okay.
You too, Braun Strowman. You too. Just in case anybody was curious.
It was okay when Strowman was out for a while, and then Breaker came up, and it was like, okay, this is great and all, but now that they're both like back, whatever.
Yeah, the
really
name
care.
similarities could definitely cause some complications for sure.
Especially to an Austrian.
Daring. All right, so next match, the Women's World Championship match. Liv Morgan, the champion, versus Rhea Ripley. Have you been following the story of the love triangle?
It's fantastic. It's very.
So you have been following it?
It's silly.
It's definitely
very Linda McMahon, Eric Bischoff, and like all that jazz. That was
I don't even remember that.
Oh yeah, I mean, he was
Eric Bischoff.
Yeah, he came out in his black belt.
Black belt? What?
Yeah, that was like his thing, man. He was like a black belt in martial arts, heavy air quotes. They never I don't think they ever really said what martial art it was.
Just martial arts.
Just murder the mic.
All of them.
But yeah, that was like his thing.
Yeah,
it was really lame, but nah,
he's so cringy.
Yeah.
He talks so much shit too.
It's all right. It's okay. Let him. Anyways, yeah, love triangle. It's kind of funny.
Do you think,
or maybe it's like Alita and Edge and
Matt?
Yeah, Matt. No, it's Jeff. It's Jeff Hardy. That love triangle. That kind of it's kind of similar in a way.
Yeah. It definitely reminds me, like, at least the way Ripley and Mysterio behave with each other definitely reminds me of the Latino Heat in China thing that was going on there for a little bit.
Yeah.
Where he was kind of like fumbling around trying to keep China.
Maybe
China was being pushed at that time really hard. But that was right before Eddie got his huge push. But so
I like it.
What do you think is going to happen?
I don't know. It's stupid drama. It's like the E Network level drama with this like love triangle going on here. It's very Real Housewives of Cleveland.
Cleveland Housewives.
I think Rhea's going to eventually just absolutely.
I'm surprised that hadn't happened yet.
I think it's coming.
Yeah.
I think it's coming, and it's going to come soon, I think.
So who do you think is going to win, Liv Morgan or Rhea Ripley?
I think Rhea.
I think Morgan.
We're going.
I'm not even trying to oppose you for that.
I know. We're just going to go for it.
I don't think
we're
it's
just
going to
say this is it.
All right.
This is it. That's the only title exchange, though.
I was going to say Rhodes and Sikoa.
Shut up.
Rhodes will lose. And that's what everybody would want to talk about.
What do you want to talk about?
All right. So you think that's going to be the title exchange?
That's it.
Yeah. I wonder if Liv Morgan and Dominic Mysterio have a secret thing going on against Ripley in a narrative. I'm not sure.
Is it the cow vest that
I love the cow vest.
leads you to that?
The cow vest is really cool.
It's terrible. You want to pet it?
You ever want to do that? I definitely want to pet it.
Like people have those rugs that are just like big cow skins.
Yeah.
It's kind of weird, but I just want to pet
I think it's cool. I really like that Dom. He's really looking better in the ring. I think, what was it, last year he had that big run and he looked like he wasn't really like participating that hard, but that was probably because he was like wrestling 3 times a week and he probably was tired and probably had that wedding coming up and didn't want to get an injury before the wedding.
Probably.
But he had a match yesterday or on Raw against Sami Zayn, and it looked like a good match.
Really?
He looked like he was really like selling it. I
think they're showcasing him a lot more as himself versus like just a part of Judgment Day kind of stuff.
Yeah, even in Raw, it looked like he was taking like a leadership position, which was kind of weird. And he didn't do that smirk or anything. Like he looked like he was seriously like, okay, this is kind of weird. Yeah, like what is happening here?
Your mustache is frowning.
It was pushing the smile down. Yeah, maybe that's why he grew it.
That's what it was.
Dom, we need you to grow a mustache. You keep smirking when you are trying to be serious.
But Triple H. I grow a terrible mustache.
No.
I don't care.
It looks good. I noticed that yours is gone.
I haven't shaved in like 6 weeks.
All right, so I got Liv Morgan. You have Rhea Ripley. We'll see how this comes out.
Yeah.
I'm glad they didn't do like a whole custody thing like everyone's been talking about. That'd have been absolutely terrible. Definitely, I hope to see Liv Morgan kind of do this like psychotic thing after this. Not like more like a...
She gonna join the Wyatt Squad?
Nah, I'm thinking more like psychopath kind of thing. Not psychopath, but kind of like the Joker kind of thing.
All right. I mean,
like
she
lean a little heavier.
has that vibe.
Yeah.
Already, or did for a while.
Yeah, I'm hoping.
I don't know.
I like her. I didn't think I would like her as much as I do right now. I mean, she got Finn and McDonough the championships with her conniving ways.
She did.
She's done more with the Judgment Day than Ripley has.
Whoa.
Just saying.
Wait.
I love Ripley. I love Mommy.
I know you do.
But I think that Mommy was definitely looking out for herself. I mean, not that she would betray the Judgment Day, but she was focused on herself. Liv Morgan, I feel like, did more for the group than Ripley did.
But why?
Because she wanted it more.
There's got to be something else going on there.
Why did Liv Morgan do more?
Yeah.
I mean, for what, Dom? I mean, I think she was trying to win favors. In a narrative kayfabe explanation. Is that what we're going with? Like,
Yeah.
why? I think that she was trying to replace Mommy. Honestly, she's trying to show them that she's doing more for them than Mommy did.
It's possible. I don't think that...
I think Rhea Ripley and Damian Priest are going to kind of get pushed out. Like, they're going to, even from a behind the curtain kind of, reason. Like, they're going to want them to kind of run solo and be independent, right? At least from that standpoint. I feel like the Judgment Day itself is serving kind of like as a stepping stone to kind of get into a bigger picture, which is why they kind of like put in Carlito.
Is that why they brought in McDonough?
McDonough, same thing with him. I think so.
He can go. No, he can go.
He's goofy. He's definitely goofy.
He can go.
Okay.
Out the back door. Out the back door. Not even through
Was
the
it
front.
the Ace of Spades or whatever? Whatever. When they were making the Irish poker analogy, whenever he first comes, like, ooh, this is terrible. What is going on here?
It's not great. Doesn't matter. I think that one. We go Rhea. If not, then they're just going to keep building it up for the next 6 months. I'm watching this match and I'm seeing Kurt Angle with his oak tree of a neck, and I'm just like, I know he's not feeling any of what is going on in the ring right now.
You think he was perking then?
He already was.
Yeah.
And then what happened was, like, I finished that match and I immediately went to and I watched the documentary.
Was it good?
Oh my
I bet it was really
God, dude.
They go into like Olympic days and stuff?
Yeah, it went all the way back. All the way back.
Oh my God. I bet that was so good.
Yeah, you can do the timeline and you just know, like, oh, you're not feeling anything into that. I think by that point he was already doing like handfuls a day.
Dude, what a crazy...
I think the max that he got up to in the documentary, I think it was like 65
tablets?
like pills a day. Yeah.
The only thing that saved him was the fact that he was an incredible athlete.
Yeah, I think so. And that he was already, like, he wasn't exactly doing construction, like he was a really good athlete. He was in like a WWE and stuff like that. But no, I think he said that he would do 18 pills the moment he woke up, like at the max. He said he would set them out at his bedside table, 18 pills, wake up, just to get out of bed.
I'm not sure if it was him or someone else, but there was someone that said that they would take the painkillers, set 30-minute alarm to wake up again so that they would already be in his system getting up. And I'm like, dude, the mind, like the planning for that kind of like addiction.
That's that addict's mind,
like,
dude. It's bad.
That's crazy.
But yeah, you see this incredible athlete that Kurt Angle is, and just watching that match, knowing what I know now about all that, it's just like you were so numb in that ring right now.
Yeah. And not only that, but to see him transition from like TNA promotions.
Yeah.
Like he was doing crazy stuff in TNA.
Yeah.
Like more than it was in WWE. Like he was doing like you could die.
Like you were he just didn't feel it.
God,
that's what it was. Like knowing what we know now. Yeah. He just wasn't feeling it.
Even in interviews he was talking about how he almost lost his family over it, like everything. Just like completely.
That documentary just outlines it all.
Really?
Lays it all out. It's fantastic. They did such a good job with it. I think you definitely...
No, it's on my queue. But no excuses. I'm going to go into probably what is going to be the main event, only because this is I'm so disappointed with Cody's reign. Let's talk about the WWE Universal Championship.
Okay.
Cody Rhodes versus Solo Sikoa.
Solo.
I wouldn't fight it.
I mean,
I wouldn't fight it. Then have Tiffany Stratton come in with Money in the Bank and then beat him.
just cash it.
Holy crap! I would just be like, you know what? I'm not even mad. You totally surprised me. Way to go, WWE, for pulling the curtain.
You did it. Yeah. I mean, this is a filler match.
Give me your opinion on this entire storyline post. I don't even want to include AJ Styles matches with him. I mean, they were good matches, but it just didn't seem like there was a narrative there. Like, they were good matches, right? But the story itself just didn't seem to bear any weight. And I feel like that's what wrestling promotion's all about, is like the story.
It 100% is the story.
And it just didn't pan out. And now you've got this bloodline coming up.
Right.
And I feel like the story is just not very good. And I think a part of that is because you had someone like Roman Reigns that left and kind of left this power vacuum. Mm-hmm. And it's just kind of like a lull. And
it is. And I don't know what you're saying story. I don't know what the point of the Rhodes thing with this new bloodline is about. They need somebody to feud with.
I feel bad for Solo. Like, as an actual like person behind the curtain.
I don't know. I saw that picture from his wedding and he looked very happy.
I'm sure he's happy. But I'm saying, like...
Seeing that man smile. He's got a gorgeous smile.
No, he's a handsome dude. But what I'm saying is that I don't really... Like, the character... I just don't know what WWE was thinking in regard...
This, like, silent hitman thing.
Or even just trying to continue a tribal chief.
Yeah.
I just don't understand what they were doing. And I'm pretty sure that this has all been a laid out story.
It's a build up to when Roman comes back.
Do you think Roman's coming back on SummerSlam?
He's going to have... I don't know about that. But
I think they should wait a little bit.
He probably needs a little bit.
Yeah. After 3 years of not doing anything. I'm just kidding.
Of walking around with a 1 in the air. Yeah. No, he needs... That's all that this is in my head.
The only thing that I feel that's good that's come out of all of this is the Samoan werewolf. The dude with the dreads. What's his name?
Yeah. I don't know. They all popped up at the same time, and I don't know their names.
Like, I'm having voices in my head all at the same time, just going...
What's this podcast about?
Forgetting wrestlers' names.
That's it. Jacob
Fatu.
It's Jacob.
Jacob Fatu. Okay. He has been the most exciting uprising in the bloodline so far. And for me, the only way that this makes sense, and this is why I feel bad for Solo, is that the only way that this can make this interesting is because if Fatu betrays Solo and anoints himself as the tribal chief, because I feel like Fatu is the only one that brings the energy and performs very well in the ring to me. I mean, he looks like a little Samoan crackhead, but
I was gonna say he looks like those
he looks mangy.
He looks like he needs to be put down.
Not because he's old.
No.
Because he's rabid.
He is afraid of water.
I haven't seen him drink water one time.
Nope, not once. Those dreads are dry. Yes, I do like his energy because the rest of them are just, he's like stoic.
Yeah.
And then you got this mangy rabid raccoon.
He's crazy. Anyways, I feel like that the story itself kind of fell flat, and I don't know when did it fall flat?
Yeah.
I just don't, man. It had to have been after Roman Reigns left. I feel like as much as everyone wanted to hate Roman Reigns, everybody realized how much they loved Roman Reigns after he left.
I'm the same way.
Yeah.
I gotta be honest.
Like, I hated him when he was here.
Hated it.
But then as soon as he left, and it didn't happen immediately, but it was when, weeks had gone by and there wasn't like a villain that was, assuming the mantle that he carried.
Assuming the mantle.
That he carried.
Assuming the mantle.
And when Reigns comes back, it's going to be freaking huge. It's going to be bigger. It's going to be bigger.
You think they can push this until Mania?
I think that they can, but if they do it, Jay and Jimmy need to somehow get involved and buy time.
Yes. They need to get back together. They need to paint their faces. They need to do their dance. And they need to come back. They need a hug. I do agree with that. I think if they do need to buy time.
But there needs to be something.
If they're going to do that. Or you can just come out on like a random
SmackDown.
Yeah.
I'm cool with that too. And I will be so upset if they announce that shit. 2 weeks from this Friday.
In Albuquerque, New Mexico, live from the arena.
Roman Reigns return. I'm going to be so upset. Like, why would you squander one of the biggest pops that you can get in the decade? You know what I mean?
They will never do that. But yes,
they wouldn't. They announced The Rock coming back.
That's different. Who cares about The Rock?
No, dude. The only time that he came up, it was when they said that a former WWE champion was coming back. And that was when they were in Denver. Because The Rock was over there for a show.
That is right.
And then Jinder Mahal came out to kind of feign.
That's right. God, why did they do it? They did him
but it was good because it pissed everyone off.
Yeah, but they did him
But I think that they knew The Rock was coming back. Like, people still knew it was The Rock.
Because even, I'm not like super deep in the speculation lore, but I think even by that time I knew that he was coming back.
Yeah. I mean, he was big enough.
I saw Jinder and I was like, oh, yeah. He's good, too.
Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, I don't really know what the plan is for the story. I'm sure it's all been thought out. I'm sure everything that we're seeing is something that has been planned and it's happening for a very specific reason. Always. I just feel that it's... and maybe that's the plan, to make you feel like, what is this?
Scripts are not written on a weekly basis.
Definitely Rhodes is going to win.
But this is a dynamic industry to where like you do have to adapt to injuries and stuff. So
yeah,
in theory, yes, it is kind of written on a weekly basis, but it's not South Park. Yeah. Anyways.
But yeah, I definitely see Solo Sikoa winning the match.
If that black towel of his doesn't see a washing machine between now and SummerSlam, I'm going to be angry. Have you noticed it has just gotten more and more ripped up since his debut?
I don't even think I've noticed. Oh, since his debut.
Well, it was like, 2 years ago? It wasn't that long ago. But there was like a dynamic shift between a very clean black towel and a very ripped up black towel. Like, it wasn't like, your kid's teddy bear that just got, more and more ragged as time goes on. It looked like it went from a clean one to the most ragged thing that you wouldn't even wash your rims with.
He's a street enforcer. He got in a really bad street fight.
Really bad.
And the first thing they did was step on that towel and scuff it out.
Tear it and wipe their butts.
Doo-doo, baby. All right, so I think we both agree Rhodes is going to win that one.
Yeah, he's going to have the title for about 10, 15 years.
Yeah, I don't know about that. Definitely the least enticing match of that night, for sure.
Yeah, it's going to be boring. It might be entertaining. There's going to be a lot of interference. See, that's the other thing is if the rest of the bloodline comes in and tries to do some funky business, who's coming to Rhodes' aid?
I mean, it's going to be Randy Orton and KO, the same two that's been coming.
Right.
And it's like, how many times are we going to
How many times can I see Randy Orton's pecs?
And how many times can I watch Randy Orton come out with his, what appears to be a toothless smile? Like, I know that man has teeth, but how come it always looks like he does not have teeth? I know he has them.
I gotta be honest. When he made his comeback, he did his big debut, and he came out with that toothless look. It's like, what happened, dude? Did you get lip fillers, but only on like your mustache area? Look at the angioedema looking.
Old Briscoe looking.
Oh, he's really representing Missouri with that smile, I tell you.
Special guest that's
I've got
coming
family in Missouri. My father is from Missouri.
Thanks, Dad.
Thanks, Dad.
So that's probably what happened. I feel like every match that they have to do, it's got to be a dirty fight, and it has to be non-disqualification match. But I definitely think they're going to push for a solo individual match. Like, I definitely think they're going to push for, because he's going to want to win, right?
Yeah.
Then again, but I don't know. Then they could do some dirty shit that Roman Reigns has been doing for the past couple years. I'm not sure.
Let me ask you this. What if, so they're doing this match, right? Bloodline comes in and interferes, and then obviously the two that have been coming out, KO and Randy Orton, come out. What do you think Kevin Owens looks like without a t-shirt on?
Probably a lot like me.
What if they switched ring gears?
Randy Orton and... so you're saying Kevin Owens comes out with with briefs on?
With like the thinnest cut briefs on.
You can clearly see his religion to see if he's circumcised or not.
See everything.
Not sure.
He would look
Randy's
like Otis.
Definitely very brave, though.
Randy's definitely
brave? He's brave. He's definitely feeling himself. I don't think I could ever go out there in briefs like that.
But whenever he was making his debut, again, watching the 2005 SummerSlam recently, wasn't his debut, obviously, but it was close to in that.
Where he was getting big bush.
Good looking dude.
Where he had hair.
He did have hair.
And he had the tribal tattoo.
And he had teeth.
And teeth. He had all of his teeth. You could see all of his teeth.
The Legend Killer.
I don't understand that.
Killed Legend.
Oh, no, that I understand. I'm talking about the teeth thing.
Oh,
because I know he has teeth. You can see it in the match where he's like, where he'll wince and you can see his teeth.
I wonder if didn't he do like MMA stuff as well? Do you think
I wouldn't be surprised.
I mean, that's a hunk of dude.
I wouldn't. Yeah, no, he's scary, and he's a lot bigger than what he looks like on TV. Like I'm pretty sure he's like 6'8".
Do we know his actual height and weight?
I guarantee he's close to 300 pounds. I guarantee.
You think he's like a whole brisket like that?
Whole brisket.
Whoa,
Randy
trimmed.
Orton.
Yeah, see, I don't know.
He's 44. I thought he was a little older.
Oh, me too, actually. I wouldn't have put him much older than that though. But he debuted so young. He's been doing this for a while.
So he's 6'5".
That's what?
That's actually his build weight. I don't know what that means.
That
250.
That's just what they want it to be. Get Randy Orton on the phone.
He's actually on his way.
Okay, great. Get your scale in here and get the giraffe with a really long neck thing that you stand up against at the pediatrician's office. Get that out here.
It wouldn't be long enough.
I don't know.
It definitely, yeah. I don't really know how the match's gonna go. But I'm not terribly enthused, only because I feel like we're seeing the same thing over and over and over again
with this specific feud.
Yeah.
Yes.
And it was the same thing even with the Georgia Bulldog. AJ Styles. Like, I wasn't enthused to see like a repeat.
Phenomenal one.
That makes me believe, like, were they not impressed with the match themselves, so they wanted to do another one? But I'm not sure. Not terribly enthused.
No, I think everybody knows that it's just going to be like a...
Yeah.
And because everybody knows it's going to be kind of... They have to do something that's not going to make it...
What do you think they're going to do tonight?
I don't know. That's the problem. It's going to have to be something like... They got to spice it up, and I think they know... WWE knows.
Maybe Jay and Jimmy will do something. Maybe Jimmy comes back and they do something to help.
Or one of them comes back and then the other one comes out to help.
I feel like there's so much they can do with the Bloodline.
I just need Super Kicks back.
Super Kicks.
Yeah.
Comes in like HBK.
Yeah, long ponytail. It was like always up here. It wasn't like normal ponytail. He had like that, like... He
probably was trying to cover up his bald spot.
Damn, I need to learn that lesson. Mom, I'm growing my hair out!
You would probably look like Hulk Hogan.
Can I please look like a tanned hot dog, though?
Probably closer to Randy Savage because he had a little more hair. Like Hulk Hogan was clearly bald, you know what I mean? And he clearly embraced the shiny top of his head.
With the long, like the
but,
broom.
Yeah.
The broom.
But with Randy Savage, he definitely had more hair than him, but was not wanting to let
But it was just bump. Dang. I need to learn that. I need to learn some tricks of the trade.
Let's get into the World Heavyweight men's match. Damian Priest, the champion, versus Gunther. They did a pretty good job promoting this one. Both sizable, and they're both
huge.
Yeah. Not like slow huge, but like...
No, it's not Fat Walter huge, but it's definitely a slimmed up Gunther huge.
This is going to be good, hopefully.
I think it is. I see a lot of pop-up power bombs just...
I think Gunther takes it.
Really?
Mm-hmm. I definitely think Damian Priest's reign is going to end very shortly. I'm not saying that in the sense that I think he is going to be out of the scene. Again, this is his freshman title carry. You know what I mean? Like there's going to be more. You know what I mean? And maybe this will push Priest into a bigger narrative, and maybe he will leave Judgment Day because of this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I'm not sure. I would love to see Gunther. I mean, I don't know. It can go either way. There's a part of me that really believes that Priest is going to keep it, but I really think it could fall either way.
I mean, you know my thoughts on Gunther. Hate him. No, I'm just kidding. I love the guy. Love him.
He's the worst.
Love him. I love him. I want to see him succeed. I do love Damian Priest, though, as well. I don't know if there's enough for Gunther to take it right now.
But what does that do for Gunther after this? I mean, they have Bash at Berlin.
I think he embraces the full...
A chaotic heel?
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
Yeah,
I would like that. Because he's kind of like this... only up until maybe his latest promos, he hasn't really been a heel to me. But now that he's kind of like... Have you been catching him talking about Damian Priest?
He's been like a light heel.
Yeah.
Like his whole...
But
he's skewed on that side, I think, the whole time.
But he's never done anything to me that's been like, well, he's a bad guy. Like, he just seems like an elitist, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
Like, he's
I want it to be perfect, and I want it to be perfect now, is what he would probably say. But in an Austrian accent. No,
I was trying
don't do it. You're gonna sound like the people north of their border, or is it south of their border?
Not sure. Either way, not good. So you think he's gonna win?
Priest is gonna keep it. He's not done yet. I don't know what would be. I want a McIntyre rematch, like big rematch.
Yeah,
I want that. So I don't think the Priest run is over. Let's stay Priest.
Okay.
He has it. He's going to keep it. It's going to be very entertaining. A lot of hard hits. There's going to be a lot of big, meaty men slapping meat or whatever.
Slapping, power bombing.
Chops.
Yeah.
The chops. Oh, man. Yeah, so Priest better get his chest ready.
Yeah.
For those Austrian chops.
We'll see.
Ain't no cornbread being served with them chops.
No, sir. Dry. Dry chops.
Dry chops.
Left on that grill for way too long.
Yeah.
So in the past couple weeks, they've been doing, or not past couple weeks, I know on SmackDown they did a tag match qualifier to see if they're number one contender. I'm not sure if they're going to do a tag match on this pay-per-view or not, and it just hasn't been announced yet. But
they've been doing a qualifier for, did they specify what? For what?
I'm guessing for number one contendership for the SmackDown titles. But there wasn't anything announced. I didn't see anything online, so I'm not sure. I feel, because I think the Bloodline is the one that won. And if they go into this match, if the match happens here, I think Bloodline's going to take it. And that was Jacob Fatu and Tasmanian Devil Dude, who looks Armenian and not Samoan. I don't know.
You know? Yes, I think if that was the case and they will do a tag thing, then yeah, absolutely, of course.
But then DIY could keep it. I don't know. It'll be an exciting match. But I think that the Bloodline will take it.
If that was the case, so if it was Bloodline versus DIY, just think about like the difference in
size.
Yeah, and like styles as well. Like, they're a whole bunch of flippy-floppy boys, and Bloodline's not necessarily like that. So
I feel like they would just power through all that shit. All right, let's do this. I know you want to talk about this one. United States Championship.
Say it.
Logan Paul, the champion.
Don't say his name.
He who must
if
not be named.
you say his name, thank you.
LP.
No.
Did you like how LA Knight called him Low T LP? Did you see that promotion?
I don't think I saw that, but I did see the.
He was calling. He's like he hit him with the shirt comment, pants comment, Low T LP is what they call you. It's like it was like something like he tore him up. LA Knight in his promotion game the past month, he is absolutely phenomenal. They need to put him in the center. There's no way LA Knight's not winning this match. I would be
really.
I don't think that there's any way LA Knight
that Spicy Prime sponsorship.
I think that might have, and I will retract every statement I had with Logan Paul.
No,
I'm gonna do it.
No, you won't.
I'm gonna do it right now.
You throw that away right there, then.
No, because Prime is a delicious drink. No, it's not. Despite what KO says.
You don't have a sponsorship.
I don't. I really like Logan Paul as a heel. I did have higher expectations on his participation with the WWE, and that's where I was let down. Yeah, I actually thought he was going to participate more.
Flippin' knew that he was only going to come to a PLE every once in a while.
I'm really disappointed by that.
I freaking knew that.
I'm so disappointed by that.
So LA Knight's going to win.
I think LA Knight's going to win. I don't feel like there's a chance that Paul keeps it.
This is it for LA Knight.
This is it.
You think he's now at his peak?
Peak? No. Well, I don't know. So I think a lot will depend on how he does as U.S. champion. He's going to take this belt.
Yeah.
There's not a doubt in my mind. The train for LA Knight has arrived. All the bandwagoners, which can't be really much more.
10:06. Yeah, so they are pushing this match really hard. And I do like it. I love the little pool promo that they did.
Oh, classic.
Fantastic.
LA Knight's promo, like all
your
of
boy,
this, like
your boy from LA is in the pool. What? Goes out there. He's just floating in
He said he's already peed in it. He's like, I peed in it.
And watching LA Knight try to get out of that inner tube. Doesn't matter.
His old big ass.
That's what I say. It doesn't matter how fit or small or whatever you are. Try to get out of an inner tube.
Yeah.
You try.
Where you can't touch the bottom?
Yeah. Nobody.
You don't want to see me try to get into one.
Nobody looks good doing it, and LA Knight tried his hardest, and he did not look good getting out of that. So we at least know he's human.
Oh, for sure. This is it for LA Knight. This is
a menace. He's been a menace to him, and I love it.
I think that this point forward is going to be the true testing for LA Knight. how he does with his belt. This is WWE looking at it. So this is the make or break moment for him.
This is it.
This is what he's been asking for. This is what the fans been asking for.
We want it.
This is what's going to happen. LA Knight's going to win this one. If Logan Paul retains, I will be absolutely surprised.
Really?
Yeah, I will be very surprised.
Part of me saying I'm not going to be surprised, but that doesn't mean that I don't want it to happen.
I just don't see him I don't see him at a level where he's going to go against Cody Rhodes and winning or against Damian Priest and winning.
No.
So I feel
this is his title.
This is it.
I feel like this is his
for now. Title. For now, if he does mediocre, he'll probably stay there and then kind of just be like a locker room mentor, but stay in the business as long as he possibly can and attribute or acquire as much wealth as he can before he exits the profession. Or
how many shirts does he have for sale now on WWE?
I feel like he has a new one every month.
That's a good sign. It's always a good sign.
He has so many. Like he's got a new one every time.
Yeah.
He talks about how he designs them most of the time himself.
Huh.
But
he's an artist too. Man, artist, Jack, barely balding. That dude's got it all.
He's a Renaissance man.
Oh, he's everything I want in my life.
He's everything I want to be. Paul doesn't stand a chance. He's going to lose right there in his hometown. But you know what? It's going to be a good match because I feel like Paul is going to put out for his hometown.
So at what can we make bets on what minute or second that the big Prime bottle is going to come out and it's going to be some random dude? When are the brass knuckles coming out? They're coming out.
They're coming out along with the big Prime bottle. You're going to get every single dirty trick that Paul can possibly think of to pull out. The one I'm probably most excited about.
Yes.
Is that CM Punk versus Drew McIntyre. Ooh. They drew this out. No pun intended. As long as they possibly could.
Yeah, they stretched that rubber band as far as it'll go. Oh, it's taut. You could play those little two string things.
And they played over the jar.
Diddly bow. Little diddly bow. I think that's what they call it. Yeah, it's one string. I don't know. Yes, he really stretched this one out.
Yeah. All I can say is that this match better bang.
It will.
It has to. If this is, they hyped this up for so long, so much.
It's got t-shirts for crying out loud.
This has to put out. If this doesn't put out, they're both dead to me.
So the question is, who is Rollins going to let win this match?
Man, because that's going to be the thing. That's going to be the thing.
It's 100% the thing. It's the whole reason why there's a thing.
I think Rollins is going to let McIntyre win, if anything, because that's going to be the big that's the big paramount thing that's going to happen for CM Punk on this return. It's him versus Rollins.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
For what?
For everything.
Everything.
Oh. Whatever belt is on the line, if there is a belt in the picture or not, like a
little bit of Solo
whenever
Sikoa
he came back, it was always Rollins.
Business.
What's that?
A little Solo Sikoa taking it all.
Taking it all. I feel like that's where all of this is headed anyway. If that happens, I'm going to be disappointed. I hope I think Rollins will probably cut it down the middle. I don't think he's going to do anyone dirty in regard to a count or disqualification. However, I think he's going to let everything happen.
He's going to have half blonde hair.
He's going to have a third blonde hair.
I think he's going to come out with those big red boots again.
I think he's going to shave his head bald.
Oh, half of his head bald.
We'll see his next transition, his new character gimmick. Then
it's just going to be. I don't know if he's going to play it 100% fair.
You don't think so?
No, I don't think so.
In what sense?
I think that why would he be the referee?
Well, he said because no one else wanted to, but I don't. I mean, that's kayfabe.
Of course. Yeah.
But, I think he has a general disdain for both. I definitely think he hates CM Punk more. There seems to be a bigger reaction in his emotions whenever CM Punk is mentioned or is in his proximity.
Right.
As compared to Drew McIntyre. But I don't... With his character currently, I do not see him being unfair. Now, do I see him super kicking somebody? It was like back when Shawn Michaels was doing the guest referee for, it was Bret Hart and who else? Was it Stone Cold?
Might have been.
Where he said he was going to go down the middle. And he did up until there was I can't remember. He ended up hitting, it was actually The Undertaker. It was it The Undertaker? He ended up hitting one of the people, and Bret Hart was aggravating him, and he went for a super kick. Bret Hart dropped, and then it ended up hitting the other person, his opponent. That's what I see happening here. It's going to be accidental. I don't think it's going to be. I think he will be aggravated into a situation that somebody else will pay for.
He's going to stomp.
Oh, he's going to stomp somebody. He might stomp both of them.
Double stomp.
That'd be impressive to pull off.
I don't think you could do that without literally squashing somebody's head and open like a watermelon. Yeah, I mean, there's a reason why he's the referee. There is going to be some shenanigans that ensue.
I think he's going to play it fair up until he gets physically involved with somebody. And I think it's going to be CM Punk. Or he gets into it with Drew, tries to super kick Drew. Drew drops, hits CM Punk, and then that's what ensues the big.
That's probably what's going to happen. Or something similar.
Yeah, or something.
Yeah, there's definitely going to be something that happens because of that.
This match is
going to wear the normal stripe, get up.
No, you didn't. On Raw, he had the whole putz. He looked like Prince.
Of course he did.
It was a referee shirt, but it was like a Prince style with the pauldrons, with the fluffy.
I need to see that.
Yeah. You remember the Seinfeld episode where he had to go on the night show, and he had this basically what the shirt looked like.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh, sick.
So he came out, and then of course CM Punk. I mean, that right there was like a 15-minute promotion. Like they were all talking to each other.
Jesus Christ.
And like
commercial break in the middle of the promotion.
But this is going to be the most exciting one. Yep. I feel like this is going to have the biggest controversy, quote unquote controversy, at the end of it.
Do we know the order in which
this has to be the main event?
Think so?
This or the LA Knight Logan Paul thing, or maybe LA Knight and Logan Paul will probably be the opener. But this has to be like close to last.
Yeah.
And it seems like Cody's actually been pretty cool in regard to which matches are last as the headliner, because every single one of his matches has not been the headliner, if you've noticed.
Well, because they're just not entertaining.
They're not entertaining, but I think he also recognizes that there's better storytelling
other things
for the
going on. It's not just your story. It is a lot of stuff going on. Yeah.
This has to be the main event.
Drew.
But then to me, if I were booking it, this would have to be it, because they built this up. This is literally like they've been building this up like WrestleMania. They've been like, you know what I mean? Like how many altercations can these two get into without having a match? Like, I don't even. So I'm gonna be honest. I missed the entire CM Punk wave. I don't know his style of wrestling. Like, I'm gonna have to do a lot of like the best of CM Punk matches videos to kind of see how he wrestles, because I don't know anything about him. I missed him in AEW, missed him when he was in Ruthless Aggression, so I'm gonna have to check that out. But I definitely think this is going to be the biggest controversial match of the night.
We're talking about the poster for SummerSlam.
What does the poster look like?
Well, it's not great.
I mean, everything
Solo looks weird, so you can tell they did a lot of editing.
It reminds me of Rock Band,
but
circa 2002.
Yeah, that's the poster right there. They're in like a convertible, maybe Camaro.
What is this? This is the poster?
That's like the poster, yeah.
Oh, then this has to be the main event.
Right, so that's why I looked it up, because I wanted to make sure that... Because, I mean, usually the poster is like kind of the main event. Yeah, it's so pretty silly.
So goofy.
It's okay, though. Let them be goofy.
Well, then they better do something big.
And
I'm okay with doing
wearing those gloves
the entire time. Huh? I want him to wear that red turtleneck, Christian Cage style, the entire time. With his two chains.
The patriarchy.
Who do you think is going to win?
Why is Chris Jericho coming out as, was it the learning tree?
The learning tree? We'll get into that in a moment.
Okay, all right.
Who do you think is going to win? Who do you think is going to win? CM Punk?
No, I think Drew.
You think Drew's going to win?
Yeah, I like it.
I want Drew to win too.
I like it.
Okay.
I think he's going to win. He's got it. Nothing's on the line other than mad shit talking. So,
but then it makes, if I feel like it makes Drew's victory weak again, if
could you imagine
if Rollins super kicks CM Punk? You know what I mean? Because then it's like, then he's gonna beat up Rollins, like, because Drew's like at the point where he's like, I'm proving to everyone, like he wants it bad.
Yeah.
CM Punk, we know he'll go low down and dirty, but Drew is like, I'm going to prove to you that I can do this. Anyways, we both think that Drew's gonna win.
Yeah, I think so.
So the learning tree.
What?
I think it's great. I feel like it's a perfect gimmick for Jericho.
You know, I turned on AEW first time in a while, and that's what I get hit in the face with.
It's super funny because he talks to people like they're idiots. He's like, hi, it will be great if you wrap your wrist 3 times and not 2 times.
What is this?
It's so goofy, but it's totally Jericho. Do you know what I mean? Like the annoying, arrogant, unbeknownst to him how many people hate him kind of role. It's the perfect role for him.
Learning tree, though.
Yeah, I don't know. It's so bad it's good.
Yeah.
And then Bounty Hunter Brian Keith as the bad apple.
Yeah.
when he came out with the lucha, he came out with the lucha mask, and there was like, "Who is this tickle?" I was like, "Oh, he's getting a big push. That's what's up, dude."
Good job. Yeah. I think he is. He's gonna get big push.
Yeah,
I like that.
I like it.
Whatever. Anyways,
You have anything else to add?
No.
Awesome. Thank you for coming by.